Hi guys, it's Joanna, and today's video is going to be an updated evening skincare routine, and this will be followed by an updated morning skincare routine. And actually this is something that I'm going to be making a recurring series. It will be my quarterly skincare announcement, so like a quarterly earnings announcement but for my skincare routine, because obviously I make videos, I have a lot of products that I love, but a lot of new products that I bring in and test, and sometimes I don't have the opportunity to make individual review videos for everything, but I still want to share, kind of what I'm all using. And if you follow me on Instagram, you've seen me do this kind of recently with my travel skincare. A lot of you were really interested in that, so I figure I could do the same now, just in video form, so you can have it for all posterity. And this is going to be super fast, so nothing is going to be in a ton of detail, but for a lot of these products, I probably do have a video for, which I will link down below. And if I don't have a video for something and you're curious to learn more, leave a comment down below, and if there's enough demand for it, maybe I will make a video review. Okay, so with that out of the way, let's get into my skincare. Now, currently my face has just been washed, and I use a combo of these two face washes right now. So the CeraVe Hydrating Facial Cleanser is my HG. I've talked about this a lot, nothing new here. This other one is the Belif Cleansing Gel Oil Enriched. And this is a gel, as the name suggests, but it is also kind of oil enriched, so actually the texture is a little bit oily. I like to use this if I'm wearing a lot of makeup, followed by the CeraVe. I don't like to use this on its own because, like I said, it kind of leaves that oil film, which I personally am not a fan of. I haven't been super successful in kind of washing that feeling completely away without the help of a different cleanser. Both of these though are perfectly pH balanced, and CeraVe is obviously one of my favorites, and this is a nice cleanser, though I wouldn't use this as my only cleanser for the aforementioned reasons. So with a clean face, this is when I would ideally be coming in with the NuFace. So I have made a previous video about this, and a lot of you have been asking about an update, and I know in that video I said I was going to be super consistent about using it, but then I was actually traveling all of last month and I didn't bring this with me, so basically, I've been a really bad NuFace user. That being said, I think this is a fantastic product. The only issue for me is just using it. It's like a huge pain in the butt to do this, honestly, every day for 5 minutes or 20 minutes, as they do recommend. But I am now back at home and committed to giving this the good college try and really testing this out. I feel like it is really helpful, but it's just, again, it's that consistency thing that's really been a pain with the NuFace. So once I do the NuFace, then I have to go in and wash my face all over again, because the gel primer, it just doesn't feel great. So the gel primer needs to be washed away, and then I can start my skincare routine. So the first thing I do is go in with my Curology. I've talked a lot about Curology. This is basically what I use to do my Retin-A treatment, and I have another video which I will link in my previous evening skincare routine video, which I tell you all about this product and this service, and I absolutely love it. This is the one thing that I feel like I'm never without these days. So with this, like, one pump is probably more than enough, but I just do 1.5 pumps because I just have, they come every 2 months and I just can't even barely finish. Like, it takes me probably like 4 months to finish that bottle. So it's also good value, honestly, compared to prescription Retin-A. I mean, this is prescription Retin-A. It's just awesome. It's like the best way to do it. All right, so the reason why I apply that first is because it is kind of the main active ingredient. It's got that Retin-A in there, and I really want that to just be absorbed into my skin without interference. So I do that first and let that, dry a bit. In general, I would say you want to apply your most potent things first. So back when I was using the Neon case, for example, that was a much lighter, thinner product, so I would actually do that first, followed by the Curology. It just, again, depends on what you're using, but you want to put your like most active things on earlier in the order of lightest weight to heaviest weight. Now, the Curology is my retinoid, so it's my main anti-aging worker, but I don't like to do it on my neck because your neck doesn't have any oil glands really, and Retin-A can be quite drying. So if I did that on my neck, it would be like flaky and gross and horrible. And so therefore on my neck, I use a much, calmer, gentler retinoid, which is the Advanced Retinoid 2% from The Ordinary. This has been, I've repurchased this a couple of times now, and unfortunately I don't know if I will continue repurchasing this because I don't know if you're aware, but if you follow the skincare news at all, you may have seen Deciem, so the parent company of The Ordinary and Neon and Hylamide and a bunch of other awesome skincare brands. They have been having some issues, and the founder is, I'm not going to be speculating, but suffice it to say I can't support the direction that he is personally going with this company and this brand. And even though I love a lot of their products, it's just, I can't support this brand until something changes. So that's all I'm going to say about that. But you will see me in the skincare routine still using a lot of their products because it's a lot of stuff that I still want to use up. Next, I have the Neon, more of them, speaking of, the Neon Feck. And this I've had for a long time now, and I'm still on my first purchased bottle because you really just need one little drop. And that is more than enough to just kind of go all over your eyes. And I probably should have done that with my ring finger, but whatever. My next big step in my skincare routine is the Stradiel Liquid Gold, and it's an empty bottle just about, but you can still kind of scrape the bottom of this, so I let this just sit on its side and take the wand and kind of scrape some out every time I want to use it. It's kind of annoying design in the way that you can't actually access the last bits of this product that easily. And I love this as my kind of moisturizer because it has niacinamide, a bunch of ceramides, it also has like sea buckthorn seed oil. A lot of great things are in this little product. I've reviewed this quite thoroughly in a previous video. But since I am going to be out of this soon, I will be swapping to something else also with niacinamide. But that is, that's what I've been using anyway until this runs out. And if I weren't suffering from any dry skin, that is honestly all I would need to do for my face. But, if I want to go in with a little bit more of a heavier cream, particularly if you just have patches of dry skin or something, then you can certainly do that. There are lots of derm products that you can use for that, but so far I have just been rotating through a bunch of testers, and this is the Belif Peat Miracle Revital Cream that I have been testing recently. And it is just a super thick facial cream, and it has that Belif smell, so it is a fragranced product, but it is at least a pleasant smell. This is not something probably that I would be purchasing full size of, just because of the fragrance. If you do like the Belif fragrances and you are looking for a heavier moisturizing cream, and this one touts that it has the Miracle Peat whatever. You should have seen the advertising for this. This was funny. They had like this shriveled up mummy that they found in some peat bog, and apparently it's like 20,000 years old but looks like it's only 50 years old, so attribute it to the peat, the magical peat formulation, but whatever. That just seems kind of gimmicky to me. Who knows, maybe it's true. However, I just think as a moisturizing cream, this is a nice one. Okay, then finally I have, just for my neck, the Neck Elasticity Catalyst, also from Neod. This I've talked about in a previous review of these Neod products, and I'm just kind of, you know, struggling to use this up because it's not my favorite product. It's just kind of like gross and rubber cementy to me. But let's try to be diligent and use this up and apply it to my wrinkly neck. So that's the face and the neck, and you know, I'd be just about ready to bed for bed. Oh, I guess one last thing I do also is just put on some lip stuff. And the La Roche-Posay Nutritic Lips is fantastic. Okay, so then I'd be ready to go to bed with this greasy face, and that is pretty much my day-to-day evening skincare routine. On some nights, however, like once or twice a week, I might change it up a bit and do some masks instead of the usual routine. So one mask that I love is this acid mask, the Drunk Elephant TLC Sakari Baby Facial. It's an expensive product, but this takes a long time to use up, and I do really enjoy it. So just once a week maximum, I will use this and pretty much nothing else except for maybe a moisturizer after this. Another thing that I will do sometimes as well is to just kind of go in with a sheet mask, so some sort of, you know, moisturizing sheet mask. This is from Patchology, and then this is also another Patchology mask. These are the eye gels, and these are super fun, and actually this one, you know, you probably will benefit the most if you're putting it on your dry, clean skin, but let me just show you. Now I get to be a panda, just like I always wanted. So these eye masks, you know, you can do them kind of on their own, but you don't need to wash them off. They just leave a beautiful serum on your skin. I do love all of these Patchology products. These were sent to me, so just FYI. That said, like, you know, I do truly like them. The thing is, with all of their products, they are scented, they are fragranced, so for that reason, you know, I can't really recommend them to everyone, but I personally am obsessed with their fragrances. This one smells, I don't know, this one just reminds me so much of something from my childhood, and I can't put my finger on it, but I really enjoy using it and all of their products. So yeah, I mean, definitely not the most logical purchase, but you know, if you want something fun and luxurious, I think this is a fantastic brand for that, and they've just been putting out products after products that I just really enjoy. So, well, that's that. That is my evening skincare, and I will be leaving this on for just a few more minutes, then heading to bed. So I hope you guys enjoyed that, and I will see you guys very soon with my morning skincare. Bye.